Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, GMike Perez, a.k.a. GMike, and y'all already know what it is, baby. Back with another episode of the G Perspective. Took a few weeks off, but we back at it again. Before we get going, follow me on my Twitter at GMike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube under at GMike Media _. The podcast, the audio version of it is available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, and now streaming on the VarsitySportsNetwork.org. This episode, we go into the Los Angeles Lakers on how they've been playing after the trade deadline and going into the playoffs coming up or the play-in tournament while Bron is out with a foot injury. Then we jump into the Miami Heat and how they are playing right now, fighting for that 7th seed, 6th seed, trying to get into the playoffs, but if not, working their way into the play-in tournament as well. Then we go into the new pitch clock rule for the MLB and how we feel about it and how the fans and how they feel and the players on how it would change for them. And then last but not least, we go into the World Baseball Classic and how each team is doing individually right now, how the players are doing, and who will come out on top at the end of it. For this episode, I'm bringing out my boy, Danny Navarro, who is very informative on MLB and basketball. So without further ado, let's get into this interesting, entertaining conversation. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave some comments for your boy. Danny, my boy, how you doing, man?
What's up, brother? What's up? Doing well. How about yourself? Talk to me.
Hey, you know me, man. Working every day, trying to get this grind on, man. You know how it is.
That's the way to do it, baby.
Yeah, dog.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, man. And both of us, man, big time LeBron fans. But right now, we're seeing the Lakers. They're kind of in a slump right now, in a case. But hey, the last few games after the trade, man, they've been doing really, really good. You know, they got a few pieces that help them out on defense. Anthony Davis is playing up to what he needs to be playing up to. You know, it's getting a little exciting.
Sure.
We want to see Bron in the playoffs. I know you want to see Bron in the playoffs.
Dude, Bron belongs in the playoffs. Last time we did the podcast, actually, he had missed the playoffs.
Yep.
Last time we did the podcast, he missed the playoffs. We need Bron in the playoffs. You know, we need that action. We need the best player in the world in the playoffs, brother. It's like having Messi and Cristiano not play a World Cup. You know, you kind of miss it. You kind of miss the competitiveness out there. You get me?
Yeah. Especially for the NBA, man, have the best player on the planet. Obviously, there's other players that could be better than him this year, but like just overall in the 20-year span that he's been in the NBA and that he didn't make the playoffs 2 years in a row, that's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. It begins to feel a little bit off for us. You know, after seeing LeBron in the playoffs for so many years and seeing him go to 9 straight finals, and then you don't see him in the playoffs, it kind of gives you a head scratch, right? Okay, this is maybe how it's going to be from now on. It feels weird to me. I don't know.
No, definitely to me too, man. Like imagine since we were kids, we've been seeing Bron go to the playoffs. Like you said, the finals at least 10 times, man. He's been doing it big, and next thing you know, he goes to the Lakers. His first year, he doesn't make the playoffs. Second year, they win a title against us, the Miami Heat, but we're not going to talk about that. And then the next year, he makes the play-in, goes against the Suns, gets whooped, and then doesn't make the playoffs last year. So it's like it's a downward trend right now, man. So the Lakers need to pick it up,
there, bro. It's sad to say it's getting to that point, bro. It really is.
Yeah, so the Lakers, they played the New York Knicks on Sunday, which is their most recent game. They lost 112 to 108 in a nail-biter. Anthony Davis put up 17 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. But he blamed himself after the game that it was on him because when he went to the free throw line, he only shot 1 for 5, and he only shot 8 for 18 from the field on 44% shooting. So would you say that that's on him?
I mean, as the second best player on that team, and I would agree, he's the second best player on that team. You have to take responsibility for the losses. And mathematically speaking, statistically speaking, they lost by 4 points. Those were the 4 free throws he missed, right?
Yep.
So when you really think about it, it really ends up to being added up. It would have been a tight game. It could have gone either way at that point. You know, blaming yourself, I see it as just taking responsibility at that point. You know, you have to take responsibility. You're the best guy on the floor right now, so you have to get those clutch free throws. You have to make those shots that are going to help your team get there, because you can't lose by such a short amount of pointage, right? And then when you go look at the math, okay, but he could have made 2 more shots and then 2 more free throws and they win the game. You get me? But as of blaming himself, I wouldn't blame myself, you know, for playing. At least you played. You know, you're out there. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because I really wouldn't put the blame on him either. And
Yeah.
before this game, he had another bad game, but before that, he went like 8 straight games of scoring like 30 points, 20 to 30 points, grabbing 10 to 15 rebounds, doing all the work on offense, facilitating,
Yes, sir.
even for the big that he is. And, you know, but like, I agree with you. I like the fact that he took the responsibility, being the second best
100%.
player on the team and being the best
100%.
player on the court out there at that moment. So yeah,
Exactly.
taking that responsibility is actually a big step.
That's props.
For sure.
That's props to you, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, but Braun, he got off of the boot, so now he's walking on his foot again. So it's
Right.
looking more return time for him. I would say in the next couple of weeks is when he probably comes back. Can the Lakers withstand without Braun right now, or do they need him to come back sooner or later before the play-in playoffs tournament comes around?
All right. The way I see it, Braun is not just a player on the team. He's also a coach when it comes down to it. You know, he really helps out a lot. So he's got to be out there. He's got to be out there being talkative. He's got to be out there making those passes, getting those rebounds, you know, facilitating the floor, because that's what LeBron does best. He facilitates the floor. So do the Lakers need him? 120%. All right, the Lakers need him. The Lakers could make it. They could make it without LeBron. But when you add LeBron to a team that is already doing well, because after the trade deadline, they're about 8-3. Okay, so they have a winning percentage after the trade deadline. They have picked up really good guys that have helped out on defense. So when you add a great player to a team that has been doing already well, such as LeBron James, you need him. You need him in that team to even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, because then you're going to have Anthony Davis blaming himself every game then.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Definitely, 120%.
I see it as like I'm on the fence with both, because I do think the Lakers can keep winning without Braun, and they can make the playoff tournament. The only reason I say that they need Braun back sooner than later is because I'm so fearful of the fact that Anthony Davis will get injured again, man, and putting that pressure on him that he's got to be out there grabbing 16 rebounds, scoring 17 or more points per game, making
and
sure
playing
he makes
all 48.
And playing all 48, like it's tough. It's gonna be tough for his body, especially with all the injuries that he's gone through since college.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be tough on his body. So that's the only reason I would really say that Braun needs to come back sooner than later. But other than that, I love the defense tenacity that the Lakers have right now with this new squad. D'Lo, he's scoring lights out. That guy looks like he can't miss a damn shot, and I love it. But
he's an all-star. He's an all-star.
Literally.
You know, he's actually playing at that level already. It's not the same D'Lo we saw, you know, in Brooklyn. It's not the same D'Lo we saw when he first started on the Lakers. He's actually playing at an all-star caliber level.
Mm-hmm.
So the team that they have right now, picking up Bandy, Austin Reeves plays, brother. The white boy plays.
Yep.
You know, you've got great pieces. You got what they needed last year, which was a bench, right? And you've got a great starter rotation. They could get somewhere. But they're gonna have to really tighten up.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then having, like you said, Braun is another coach. Braun comes back. They really gonna be tight. Those nails are gonna be tight. No loose there.
Think about that. You have Braun, brother. When you're standing on that floor, all right, and you're playing ball, it's not like you're a mere playing ball. You see LeBron James. See, all right, George, let me see what you got. And you're going to go, all right, let's go. I'm going 10 out of 10 on this one. You have to. That's the same way those guys think. You're watching the greatest player look at you. Listen, I'm going to show you what time it is. And it elevates the level of play for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a great player like that on the floor or on the bench looking at you, talking to you, sharing this with you, sharing the ball with you, it makes you want to play great for them.
Yeah, yeah. Right now for the Lakers, off the top of your head, what do you like from them and what don't you like from them? If you have anything that you don't like.
Okay, what I like from them is the fact that they've been 8-3 since the trade deadline. They picked up really good guys. Okay, they're only, I believe, 2.5, 3 games from the 5th seed, maybe, right? So what separates everybody right there, and I'll tell you this, you have a team that can finish 43-39. You know, if they really tighten up, they can finish 43-39. They are 3-4 games away from the Clippers, and in between the 5th seed and the 9th seed, it's only a couple, of games in between. So they could really be in there if they really wanted to. What I don't like from the Lakers is the fact that you said LeBron is not playing and Anthony Davis is very injury prone. Very, very injury prone. So you take off Anthony Davis from that team and that team is a lost cause, brother. Okay, so what I don't like is the fact that we only have Anthony Davis putting all the pressure on himself. We need to share the ball more. We need to get other guys involved so we don't have another injury that could cost the season, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And like you brought up the standings, because that's the thing that I don't like. I have no issues with the team, how it's constructed right now. The only other thing I would say is injuries, but that happens all over the NBA, so I'm not going to really say that. But what I don't like is how the standings are set up right now for the Lakers, because if the Lakers had this team, this constructed team after the trade deadline from the beginning of the season, bro, I think they will be 4th, 3rd seed right now, fighting with the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, I don't even think that they will be in this position of trying to, let's make sure we make the play and let's make sure we get the 6th spot. I think they will be in the top 3 teams in the West right now with that full healthy team. Sheesh.
I agree. Yeah, the team is looking great, bro. The team is looking really, 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 really good.
Yeah. So we got. Right now. Yeah. So we the West is tough. We got the Denver Nuggets at the top, which they're looking at the best team in the league right now. We got the Sacramento Kings that they surprised everybody and they're playing lights out, and especially in the 4th quarters. If you watch the 4th quarters of any Kings game, they're very, very exciting.
They got young kids, bro. Kids want to play, Kids want to play.
Yeah, dude. And then the Memphis Grizzlies, they're good as well, but they lost their star player John Morant due to some personal issues and stuff like that. But hopefully he gets back soon. You got the Suns that they just added a superstar player in Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is healthy, scary. If he's healthy, they're probably the favorites to come out of the West. Yeah. And then
definitely.
You got the Golden State Warriors, obviously coming off of last year's championship win. With all that being said, if the Lakers have a full, healthy squad from the beginning of the play-in, if they play in it, or in the beginning of the playoffs, if they just in the 6th seed, till the end of whatever run that they come, can they make a deep run against any of these teams in the West?
Yes. Yes, and yes. They have the highest winning percentage since the trade deadline. Meaning, as soon as those guys came in, they started balling. All right, they started balling. They had, unfortunately, Westbrook, great player all around, everywhere else, and has been for years, but it did not work out for the Lakers. He was causing too many turnovers. So we got rid of Westbrook, brought in those guys, and, brother, it's been great defense. Okay, I think they're number 1 in defense right now in defensive rating.
Yep.
And, right? And offensively, they're doing great. So when you add those 2 numbers, you really can't go wrong. Can they go on a deep run? Definitely they could go on a deep run. Do I think they get past the Suns? It'll be close, but you have KD playing really well, and then you have Devin Booker, brother, which is a beast. He's also young, and then CP. He hasn't been playing himself, but he can also spread the floor good, which is what people don't really look at when they think, oh, CP is getting old. That's cool, man. He is getting old. He's not scoring as many points, but he can still spread the ball, right? He can still spread the floor. So that adds up to adding that KD piece, which now you don't have CP shooting as much, but now you have a great, one of the greatest scorers in the NBA.
Yeah.
Do the Lakers make a good run? I think they make it Western Finals.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking too. Because I think in the first round, like if they get the 8th, 7th, or 6th spot, I think that they could beat the Nuggets, Kings, or Grizzlies. That's just me. I feel like they can. The experience, the defense,
there you go.
The scoring of D'Lo, AD, and Bron matched together. I think that's a great offensive trio right there. I think that they could go pretty far, but the only thing is like how you were saying, the Phoenix Suns would be the team that I would be kind of hesitant about, just because they're more healthy than the Lakers would be. Their defense is not as great as the Lakers' defense now, but their offense is just over the top, bro. Like, I don't think that anybody can cover it, because you're gonna have your second best defender covering Devin Booker, and Devin Booker needs a first best defender to cover him. So
no, and then they have a great center in DeAndre Ayton. That's a great center, brother. You know, they paid him because he's a great center. I think he's not top 5 for me, but is he a great center? Yes. So you still have to put all your great guys on those pieces, right? And then the Suns have a great bench themselves. So what does it come down to? I think it comes down to who can keep the ball a little longer.
Okay. The time of possession. Okay. Like that. Well, we'll see what's up with the Lakers coming up in these the last few games. They need to win at least 15 games. Like Danny said, they're 8-3 right now, so they need at least like 6 more games to win to make sure that they try to get that 6th seed, but try to make that play-in tournament to try to get into the playoffs 100%. Well, switching over to our side, South Florida, the Miami Heat. Right now, we're not playing super great. It's kind of on the fence of playing good. We're 7th in the East right now with a record of 36-33. It's just our offense is really. Oh man, our offense is
since last year, bro. Since last year, it cost us playoffs, brother. Our offense cost us playoffs last year. We just went cold and we just disappeared on the offensive side. We can't have Jimmy scoring all the points, okay? Because you're gonna gas him out come playoff time. Yep. He's gonna be gassed out come playoff time, and then what? What are you gonna just run him out for the 48 minutes on every game? You can't do that, brother. It's an 82-game season. The man's got to rest, and he loves to give it all out there. I appreciate him for that, but you can't be doing that every day. You just can't.
Yeah, and in this age in the NBA, man, you cannot have one player that's only gonna be 35 points, and everybody else is going to be 14 points, 11 points, 12 points, and stuff like that. Like, you're not going to win. Like, games are going up to 150 points. You need at least 3 players that are going to score 20 plus to win in the NBA, and especially in a 7-game series against the Milwaukee Bucks, against the Philadelphia 76ers, the Boston Celtics, and even the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going to have to score points, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's our only problem right now, scoring points. Because if you look at all those teams that you just mentioned, they score 100 plus every game. Every game, on average, they're scoring 100 plus. And they can play defense too. Okay, they have great defensive players. Cavaliers got Allen. 76ers got Embiid. Boston got the defensive player of the year last year on Smart. And then you have Drew Holiday, you have Giannis that also plays defense. You have a lot of great guys that are able to play defense. So we need to step up, and our guys on the 3-point line have to step up. We have to start shooting more threes. And I think also Bam has to just attack the paint a bit more, brother. He has to attack the paint a bit more. He hasn't been doing that. I don't know what's been going on with him, but he has to attack the paint. That's where we get most of our points. If he's not gonna be shooting the ball, bro, and you need to go there and be a big man, because that's what we're paying you to do. Be a big.
Yeah, I think before the All-Star break, I think Bam was great, man. I think he was going into the paint, putting up these shots and trying to get these free throws, trying to dunk on people, trying to create his jumper as well by the free throw line or a little under the three-pointer. He was doing great right before the All-Star break. Then after the All-Star break, I see him become less aggressive and Jimmy becomes more aggressive because I guess he
Right.
realizes, yo, this is playoff mode. You know, we're already in playoffs in his mind. So I don't know what is up with Bam and his mindset after the All Star, but I agree with you. He needs to be more aggressive on the offensive end. I think
Definitely, man.
I think we could both agree that we're not worried about our defense, right? But when it comes to
At
our
all.
offense, are you worried about it? How it's gonna be going into the playoffs, or you think that we're gonna change the culture of our offense and try like scoring more, being more aggressive, try to knock down shots, or you think it's just gonna be the same type of play into the playoffs?
I feel like, and as bad as it's gonna sound, I feel like since last year, bro, we haven't had that click on our offense. We haven't been able to jumpstart that engine again. It's been games where we score great, and then you see the difference when it's like 3 or 4 games of just shitty offense. So you have one game and then 4 games in between where it's just, we go cold. So I do fear that we're gonna go in there cold, but we're gonna go in there cold, and we can't. We can't because everybody else is scoring points, brother. So do I fear like it's gonna be like that? Yes. Do I think we have the ability to just create and jumpstart that Miami Heat offense again? 100%. We have great 3-point shooters. Jimmy is a dog. We have a point guard that can spread us out really well. So it's just a matter of just getting there. Once you get there, I think it's all just gonna flow. But I think we don't have it just yet.
Yeah, I wanna agree with you so bad, man. I really do, man. But I gotta be real here, man. I think us as a team, bro, going into the playoffs is gonna be the same bullshit on offense, man. I think it's gonna be trying to get Jimmy in the second half to get him to go to the free throw line like he does, and he does it very well. With Tyler Hero, I feel like I don't think he lacks confidence, but I think there's something going on that he took a back seat this year from last year of getting the Sixth Man of the Year award. Bam, like I said, from the All Star
I think
break,
so too.
he started being less aggressive on offense. And then when it comes to the other role players, I think Caleb Martin is being fantastic right now. I think he's playing out of his mind. But when it comes Struce, Vincent, now Kyle Lowry is back, I think those three, if they're not knocking down their shots while Bam,
Yep.
Hero, and Jimmy are putting up theirs and trying to get to the free throw line and everything like that, if they're not knocking down their shots, I think our offensive momentum goes downhill, and people are like, "Fuck, they're not making their shots. Damn, now I gotta take over and try to make my shots." And now I'm exhausted. Now I can't play defense.
You
I
put
think
that
it's gonna
extra
be the same.
pressure on you, right? You
Yeah,
put that
yeah,
extra pressure on you because the team is not helping out. So now it's like, shit, okay, now I got to do something about it.
yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like we lost the sauce last year, and then it just became a matter of like, okay, we're playing ball. Nah, you got to go play Miami Heat ball. That's what you got to go play, bro. Miami Heat ball. The Heat has a culture, bro. You got to follow the culture. You can't be out there bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
So hopefully, bro, hopefully it works out for us, to be honest.
Yeah, so right now with the way that things are going, the Heat are actually playing right now against the Utah Jazz, and I think the game just finished.
What's the score
And
right
we
now?
we won 119 and 115. So okay. Another win in the column, baby.
There you
Maybe
go,
could put
baby.
us up a little more. Let me see. We're still 7 seed, 36 and 33. So even
Give me the
even with
box
this
score.
win, the Knicks are 3 games in front of us. So with the 6th seed. As
Give me the
that
box
being
score.
said, say it again.
Give me the box score. Let's see how many points scores who.
Okay. We'll check that out. Let me see. Jimmy Butler, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. That's what I love. That's what I love about Jimmy, man. He come out here
That's
with them
that
steals,
dog,
man.
bro.
He got 2 blocks as well. He got 2 blocks as well. But look, this is what I'm talking about right here. Ready? Bam Adebayo, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Great on the rebounds as always. 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. But he went 5 of 10, 50%. But he got to the free throw line a lot. 6 for 8 on 75%. But 16 points, man. 16 points. Come on, dude. Playoffs are right around the corner, bro. He's got to score 20 plus, man. Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah, he does. Yeah, I said I'd take it, but I take it because whatever. But nah, you gotta be scoring 20 plus. Plus, you're a fucking all-star, bro.
And we're playing against a Utah team, bro. That right now in the West, they're freaking 9th seed, 33 and 35. Like, they're now one of the top teams in the West. So like, we're playing a close game like that against a team that's like that when we're supposed to be contenders. The last year that we were 1 shot away of going to the NBA Finals. Come on, man. It can't be 16 points
away.
Yeah. Crazy.
Dude, I saw that game at Flanagan's and I was like, bro.
Yeah, I bet everybody was like, what the hell?
Everybody was pissed off, but you know what, bro? I would have taken that shot a million times.
Yeah, bro. No, Jimmy's the dog, bro. Like, that's the kind of player he is. That's the kind of player
and him, I let him take that shot 20 times more. That's what it is. I'll take it. That I'll take.
Yeah. And then we got Hero with 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 5 for 16, though. Fuck, dude. 31% from the field, dude. Wow. And he was
taking way too many shots. You're taking way too many shots without, like, targets. You're not hitting the target as much. If you're taking that many shots and only hitting 5 shots, bro, I can hit 5 shots, bro. Out of 16, bro, I can hit 5, bro.
And then he went 2 for 10 from 3. Yeah, Pablo. Yep. 2 for 10 and 3.
Yeah, that's your specialty.
Yeah, bro. It's wild. It's wild, man. But we got more games to go. But right now, with how things are playing out and everything, with the Knicks being 3 games in front of us, can the Heat secure the 6th seed, or you think that we would just make the play-in?
I think we make play. I think we would have to win 4 straight at least, and have the Knicks slip. Right? Because you still have to have them slip. Because if they win, we're not doing shit.
Yeah.
Right? So I think they have to slip and we have to win. So I think we just make play-in, bro. I think we make play-in. At the rate that we've been like playing, we took a dub today. Amazing. But we gotta take another dub tomorrow. We gotta take a dub after that. It's just, and we're playing we have 5 games against the West. Okay.
Yeah, we got a road trip coming up.
Yep. So exactly. And we have Utah, we have Dallas. Utah we played today, dub. Amazing. We got the Mavericks. Mavericks have been playing really good too. And they joined forces with Kyrie. So they have their offense sparked up. We have Detroit twice, and then we have Memphis. Another great team. So we're playing, the West and more than one, good team. So we gotta be able to be out there, bro. So I think we do make play-in. I don't think we make 6th seed, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take playoffs anywhere I can take it.
Yeah, facts. I don't think we make the 6th seed, just because they're 3 games already in front of us. The possibility is there though. Like, I think it's like a 30% chance, just because the Knicks don't have Jalen Brunson right now. They're out without him right now, I think, and he's a very pivotal piece to that New York Knicks team, especially the offensive end. The way he runs it, the way he scores, right. Yeah, he's great for them. So I agree with you. I don't think that we make that 6th seed. I think we're gonna play in the play-in tournament. We're gonna have the home court advantage on that, but I think we win the play-in and we get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
With that being said, first round, who would you want to play? So it would probably be the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Philadelphia 76ers, or the Cleveland Cavaliers. But I think it's going to be either Boston or Milwaukee. Which team would you rather play, and which team wouldn't you want to play first round?
The ones that we're supposed to be playing are the ones I don't want to play in the first round.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
Facts.
So with that being said, I would love to play the Cavs. I think that's the weakest one out of all four. And they're not even weak at all, bro. They're like 43-23.
Facts.
Okay, so they're not weak at all. But if I had to pick between Philly, Boston, Milwaukee, and the Cavs, I would take the Cavs just because I feel like they're not as consistent as the other three teams that I just mentioned. So yeah, I would go with the Cavs if I had to pick. Well, who I would want to play.
Yeah, and who wouldn't you want? Like the very least of the teams that you want to play.
Boston.
Okay.
Milwaukee Bucks. They're amazing. Their first seed, great, all that. But I feel like we've kind of figured out how to play them, throughout, our seasons. And I feel like we have chances with them. I know Giannis is out there looking crazy, doing his
VP
thing.
level.
But I feel like I feel like we could take him. Now, Boston just seems like the team, bro, that would, do the most damage. They have arguably, to me, the youngest, greatest player to play in the NBA right now in Jason Tatum. He's up next. All right? He's up next. Then you got great defensive player in Marcus Smart. You have Jaylen Brown. You have all these pieces that add up to that team that is it's just a very scary team, bro, to be playing on the first round, fresh. They still got fresh legs. Do we get them at the end and maybe do something with them? Maybe, if we go all the way down. But at the beginning, I wouldn't want to take them down.
Yeah. Okay. So I agree with you on the Cavs 100%. If the Cavs are there available to play the first round, I would pick the Cavs to play because I think that's our highest chance of us winning in a 7-game series right off the bat. Even though I think they'll take us 100%, I think they'll take us, but I just think our probability is higher with them.
There you go.
The team that I wouldn't want to play is the Milwaukee Bucks, and the biggest reason why is because we lack, except for Bam, we lack defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds. And with the Milwaukee Bucks, they got 4 players that are like 6'10" or taller that can grab boards all the time. They're great on offensive boards, phenomenal on defensive boards. So those rebounds will hurt us a lot because obviously you see the way that Giannis and Drew play. They love to go down court sprinting, trying to get a bucket and get the foul. And that's exactly what they would do against us. And I think that it would take a toll on us. I think that we'll lose in 5 games. I think we'll win that one game just out of like chemistry and spike and fireness of everybody being pissed off at home and whatever. But then after that, I think it's just going to be a no-show for us, and Milwaukee's just going to gentlemen sweep us.
Yeah. And I mean, like you said, I think the Cavs would take us also. But like you said also, is the probability in it. We have a higher probability of beating them than beating any of the other teams that we just talked about.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank God we won today against the Utah Jazz. It puts us more in the win column for sure. We got way more games coming up.
Yep.
Hopefully we make that play in. I think we'll make that play in, but hopefully we make that 6th seed and we're in the postseason. But
it would be nice.
It would be nice. And one thing that's looking nice right now that I've noticed, and obviously you've noticed, is that the MLB has put in a new rule to make the game more exciting for the fans. But for the players, it could be a little detrimental to their game. So the MLB put in a new rule for the 2023 season, which is called the pitch clock. The rule puts 30-second timer between the batters and a time limit between pitches. After receiving the ball from the catcher or umpire, pitchers are required to begin their motion within 15 seconds with the bases empty or within 20 seconds with runners on base. Danny, you have more insight into baseball all around and the MLB than I do. So I want to hear how you feel about this new rule.
All right, the pitch clock is great for the fans because that's what you hear the most fans complaining is about how long the game is, how slow it takes to get to each inning, so It helps out the fan. Every time you ask somebody, "Oh, do you watch baseball?" Hell no, bro. They're super boring. So I get that, and it gives a faster pace to the game. But the way I see it, bro, and I've played baseball, for many years. So it's when you're walking into that batter's box, you have too many things going into your head, right? But one of them is I gotta hit this ball. When the right ball that's thrown to me, I gotta go and take it. Because I might not get another pitch like that in the whole entire at bat, right? So when you get there, you have so many things. So they throw you a ball, you step out, you're breathing, you're doing your little routine because that's what makes you feel comfortable to be stepping inside of that box again. So that's the way I see it. Also, the way I see it come playoff time, there's too much pressure going on in a baseball game, right? Come playoff time, the fans are screaming, everything is going on. You really can't. So your adrenaline is rushing up so much that if they're making you rush into making a pitch, let's say, you can make mistakes like that. Rushing you into hitting, you can make mistakes like that. So it takes away the preparation of the game. That okay, now I'm going to play a mental this guy. Okay, I'm going to start, and then call a timeout, step back outside, go back inside. It's just like freezing the kicker in football.
Yeah.
Okay. It gives you that little edge. The pitcher taking a few extra seconds gives you that edge. The batter's like, God damn, throw me the ball. No, now I caught you. Now I have you on my side. And now I'm going to switch the pitch and I'm going to throw you something else, right? So I feel like it takes that the smart part of baseball out, when it comes down to pressure. But for the fans, bro, it's great. For the fans, it's actually entertaining to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't want – the only time I've sat down – through 9 innings is when I watch the Yankees, all right? Other than that,
same.
I do not sit down and watch nothing because I think it's boring myself. I love playing baseball. I do not like watching it. Unless my brother's playing, unless somebody's playing that I know, or unless I'm watching it live. But to sit down and actually watch a game that takes you 3.5 hours, no, bro, you can do way too many things in 3.5 hours, So for the fans, great. For the player himself, not so great, but hey, buddy, you gotta take it.
Yeah.
All right?
So like we're both on the same thing of like we love playing baseball. I love playing baseball. I mean, like baseball is awesome, like because it's slow paced game, but the game playing it is super entertaining though. Like, even though it's slow paced, you're in the box sometimes.
Very technical.
Yeah, when you're
very technical.
Exactly. When you're on offense, you're chilling on the side with your teammates, with your boys, with the coaches, talking smack while one of your teammates or one of your boys goes up to bat. You cheer him on and stuff like that. And then on defense, you're waiting for a ball to come to you, so make a play and all of this. Playing baseball is very entertaining. But as watching it as a fan, like how you're saying, like, dude, like I gotta get more into it because of what I'm doing with all this, the podcast and stuff. But like just watching it, dude, like it gets very, very boring because it's slow pace. So all sports are for fans because that's how you make your money. As a player, you make your money because of the fans. They go out to watch you.
Entertainment.
Exactly. It's the entertainment side of the business. So what you're gonna make it more entertaining for the fans and less comfortability, we'll say, for the players. Hey. You gotta take it, bro. If it's gonna bring in more revenue because the fans are gonna be like, yo, baseball's getting faster, bro. Yo, let's go to the game. Trust me, it's not gonna be as long. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3.5 hour game, bro. It's gonna be a 2.5 hour game, and we'll be out of there soon.
Yeah,
okay, let's do it. Let's go. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. So it's something for the fans. It's something exciting for any non-baseball fan out there. Check out a game when it comes on. The new season comes on this summer, and bro, it's gonna be different for sure. I think it's gonna get a lot more views than like they're gonna try and compete with the NFL and NBA when it comes to viewership, and I think they can with this new rule. So it's gonna be something great for the MLB for years to come.
Right,
sure.
And how we spoke about, like you said one time, it had already been implemented in AAA. Mm-hmm. and in the lower leagues, and it's been working out great for them. So if it's working out great for them, they already tried it and it worked out. I don't think they would try something and not have it work out and just still instill it in the biggest league.
Facts.
Yeah. So let's see how it works.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a year to test it out. I guess we could vote by the end of the year. Hey, we don't like this shit.
Yeah. True.
Worked out.
True. Yeah, little test run, bro. Hey, if the fans don't like it, if there's not a lot of more viewership, there's not more revenue coming
Yeah,
in.
if it doesn't change a lot, if it doesn't give a lot, another perspective to the game, then I don't think we should keep it. But if it does help out the viewership, hey, by all means.
Yeah, yeah. And then last thing, bro, before we get out of here, man, the World Baseball Classic is going on right now. And talking about the pitch clock, it's not implemented into the World Baseball Classic, I've been told. But tonight, USA plays
Nice.
Canada at 10 p.m. But earlier today, Korea beat China 22-2. Yikes. Dominican Republic beat Nicaragua 6-1. Great Britain beat Colombia 7-5 when Colombia was up 5-0 at one point. And then
They
Puerto
pulled it
Rico.
out of their ass with those
Yeah,
ugly
dude.
uniforms. They pulled it out of their ass, bro.
Yeah. And then Puerto Rico beating Israel 9-0. So,
Yeah.
assuming that you've been watching the World Baseball Classic so far, right now, in your opinion, who is the best team so far in the Classic?
All right. If we're gonna talk numbers, Japan looks to be the best team in the league right now because they're 4-0. But the way I see it, Japan hasn't really played a star-struck team, a tough team that you could say, okay, I can see them going to the finals, or okay, yeah, they do have the best player in the World Baseball Classic right now, in Shohei Ohtani. So I think Japan, statistically speaking, would be the best team. Who do I think is the best team? Puerto Rico. I think is the best team. Okay, that's who I think the best team is. Who I think the best team is here, USA. That's what I want, to win. That's what I want to raise that trophy. They have a really, really good team. They have a lot of all-stars playing. They have a great pitching rotation. But if I had to stack them up against Puerto Rico, I feel like Puerto Rico has been doing a better job against tougher teams. So I will go with Puerto Rico as the team that looks the best right now. But if you ask me, USA is my team.
Okay, yeah. Team USA, baby. USA. That's what we need, baby.
They're stacked, bro. They're stacked. They have the Phillies' third batter, all right, which was the championship team. They didn't win the championship, but they went to the championship finals against Houston. Their third batter is eighth batter in the USA team. That team is stacked, brother. They have Trout, they have Mookie Betts, they have JT Realmuto. They have they have Pete Alonso. They have that team. You're probably going 120-42. So I do think that the USA has the ability to win. Now they did lose against Mexico yesterday, horribly. So I don't know. I feel like they've got work to do on the pitching side.
Okay. And what players right now have impressed you the most from any other team?
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, he's been doing disgusting.
Disgusting on the pitching side and on the batting side, bro.
Yeah, dude.
He just doesn't let off. He's great. He's great all around. It's like watching a young Babe Ruth or something. I never really watched Babe Ruth, but you can look at the stats and it gives you pitching and batting, and it's so crazy numbers. Imagine putting up crazy pitching numbers, but then again, doing the same thing on the batting side. And most people can't do both.
Yeah, true.
So doing that at a high level, it's mind blowing. Who do I like the most in the World Baseball Classic? I like Javi Baez, second baseman for Puerto Rico. That's my favorite player. But who I think is doing the best? Shohei. Definitely Shohei Ohtani is doing the best.
And how come he's your favorite player right now?
Bro, first of all, he's got hell swag. All right? The man plays great baseball. He's got a great backhand. He can hit. When he stands in the field, it just kind of like the mood changes, Like he's got that swag to him, that sauce to it, that you catch the ball, but you're not catching the ball regularly. You're catching the ball in a way that you're like
smooth.
Look at this guy move.
Yeah,
very smooth. So I like that smooth play where it's just like you're very comfortable with what you're doing,
Yeah.
That's why I like him most.
Okay. And last thing. ¿Y Cuba qué bola? ¿Y qué bola con Cuba?
Cuba, mira, te voy a decir la verdad. Cuba, check this out. They were 0-2 to start the World Baseball Classic. Bro, Pool A has Cuba, Italy, Netherlands, Panama, and Chinese Taipei. Everybody is 2-2.
So we have chance.
We're up there. No, we're on the top of the we're on top of the table right now. I feel like if it's by runs scored, we're on the top of the table. And then we do pass. We're not gonna get into the political side, so no.
No. But they're playing in Japan right now, right? They're playing in Japan right now, right?
You know they can't come over here and play over here. But you know what's crazy? Joan Moncada and Luis Robert, which both play for the White Sox, are playing for Team Cuba.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Which is wild to me.
Maybe they're both nationalities. They're American and Cuban?
They were born there, but
okay.
Nah, they're Cuban.
Okay.
Cuban. But you know it's weird because of the political barriers that the team has. Being Cuba as it is.
Maybe because
it's all I'm playing there.
Maybe because it's giving them viewership and money. Maybe the government in Cuba is like, oh, you know what? Yeah. Come through. Like, you know. Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah, bro. But hey, I heard it's getting intense in the World Baseball Classic. I heard it's very entertaining. So we got a lot to look forward to.
Down here in Miami, you got Nicaragua playing in Miami. You got Puerto Rico playing in Miami. You got Dominicana playing in Miami.
Yeah, facts.
We're playing in Latino country right now, bro.
Literally. And I heard it's packed.
And it's crazy. You've never had sold out stadiums.
Never in a Marlins Stadium ever.
But you've had back to back sold out, games.
That's fucking awesome, dude. What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I remember going to the Marlins game.
When it comes down to the countries, bro, we rock it out here.
Yeah, no lie. Yeah. When it comes to all the Latino countries, bro, we represent hard body, man. And I remember going to going to Marlins games and buying the ticket that's all the way up in the 300 section, but walking all the way down because it's so empty. Because it's so empty. God
walking
damn.
Down and sitting behind home plate, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, it's awesome, bro.
Literally.
But you got anything else before we get out of here, Danny?
I don't know, bro. I think we've covered up great things today. We touched on the World Baseball Classic, which is going on currently right now. It's probably the hottest thing right now in Miami going on.
USA's playing right now, literally right now. USA's playing Canada right now.
Yeah, they're playing Canada, which is a rivalry game, so that's also great.
Yeah.
We touched up on the Heat, bro, which is the home team, so you can't go wrong with that. And then we touched up on something that I would agree. Well, not say a lot of people, but most of the people who like basketball will want to see LeBron back in the playoffs. So
they should.
Yeah, exactly. Because you never know where you have until it's gone, right?
Yeah, facts.
So bro, I think we did a great podcast today. Always thank you for having me.
Always, bro. Always.
Been doing good. Family's been doing good. So that's all that matters, brother.
Yeah. No. I gotta get you back on as well. Guys, where you can follow me at GMike Media _ on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at George Mike Perez on Twitter. The podcast, the audio version, is available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, and now streaming on the VarsitySportsNetwork.org. Danny, thank you again. I'm gonna get you back on the pod when we get into playoff mode, repping Miami, and hopefully Bron's in there, baby. Hopefully Bron's in there.
We gotta have him in there. I appreciate you for having me, bro. It's always a fun time speaking to you, speaking about sports. Love getting on this podcast. Looking forward to the next one.
Yes, sir.